Hey guys, another quick video on NCLEX study groups. Okay, and I'm addressing NCLEX study groups because, again, the more experience I have preparing people for NCLEX, the more information I get. And I've noticed that when it comes to NCLEX study groups, I don't know how helpful they're going to be. Okay, because I noticed that there are three groups within an NCLEX study group, even if it's just 3 people. Okay, one person will fulfill each role, and there are 3 roles that I noticed. There's the leaders of the NCLEX study groups, there's the followers, and there's the people who are difficult learners. Okay, or people who learn differently than the leaders and the followers. And the reason why I know this is because typically the leaders or the difficult learners will call me and they'll say, I want to do an NCLEX review with you. And I say, cool, that's great. Okay, let's do it. And I ask them about their background and what they're preparing for and all these kind of things. And they'll tell me, I'm in an NCLEX study group, but I don't want them to know that I'm taking an NCLEX review. And I'll say, why? And they'll say, well, because I'm the one who is really preparing everybody, and I'm telling them, what we should be looking for, and I'm teaching them the difficult subjects, but I need help too, and I don't want them to know that. Okay? And so I'm like, okay, all right. Or the difficult learners will say, I'm in an NCLEX study group, and I don't understand what the other students are talking about when we go over subjects, but I don't want them to know that I need help. So I want to take this NCLEX review so that I can study with the nursing students. And I'm just like, you sneaky nursing students. Why? Why does it have to be a big secret? Well, let me tell you why. Because usually within NCLEX study groups, they're very competitive. Nursing school is really cliquey, and there's always some kind of internal competition about who's the smartest nursing student, who's getting the best grades, even though essentially you guys don't know anything about nursing, okay? So it creates an environment where students are afraid to ask questions. They're afraid. They don't want to seem like, they're the one who is slowest in the group, or they're the one that's struggling the most, when all of you guys are struggling because you don't really know what NCLEX is like, especially first-time takers. So I want to really encourage you guys to beware of NCLEX study groups. Do not put all your eggs in a basket, in that basket in particular, because you're like the blind leading the blind. Okay? None of you have taken NCLEX before. You're trying to teach each other difficult nursing subjects without the proper background, okay, information, and you're overwhelmed because there's so much information for you to know. Okay? So if you're in an NCLEX study group, encourage everybody to get help. Why would you take an NCLEX review and not tell your study partners to do the same thing if you found that it was beneficial for you? Okay? And I know this may have turned into a rant, but I did take some notes, which I already shared with you. So just be careful if you're in an NCLEX study group. Make sure that it's an environment where it's conducive to learning, because if it's not, don't waste your time studying with the group. Study on your own. Get the information that you need, the way you need to learn it, because you have to go in there and take NCLEX by yourself. Okay? And you'll notice that a lot of people in your NCLEX study group have passed and you didn't, and you guys were all studying the same thing the same way. I bet you they took an NCLEX review and didn't tell you. Okay? And that's just from my own personal experience of what I'm finding out with you guys. So I wanted to share that information with you. Okay? Beware of the NCLEX study groups. Bye-bye.